All right, so once again, I'm live coming in and talk about a lot of things tonight. A couple of things actually. Freak Nitty here.
Shit, bro.
Yo, what's
My
good, man?
news weird because when the nigga died, she was acting like nonchalant about that shit.
Yo,
Like, what the fuck?
yo,
Oh, yo, Bubba. Okay, here you go. Yo, I'm gonna jump on BJ show right now, shit. Yeah,
that
you on right now, shit. Oh
that
shit.
is funny. Hey, that is funny, man.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know you was live. My bad. Hold on.
That's funny. It's all good, man.
My bad. Salute, man. What's going on, man? Yeah, my bad. That's burnt out. You talking about all this
Don't
shit?
worry about it, man. Shit happened, man.
Word up.
Shit happened, man. Look, I ain't worried about it. So what you got going on, man?
Shit, just chill. We was chopping it up and shit, man. About all types of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me see. A lot of things going on today. Some market volatility. Somebody told me something else crazy. I probably shouldn't bring this up until later, but I'm gonna just go ahead and do it now. This is a wild shit.
Did you see that thing with they're trying to say that what's his name that the what's his name came from China and all this. I'm like, yeah, that's some BS, bro. They're still just putting out there. That's like that's supposed to be the truth. We're supposed to believe this. Oh, they're really coming out. That's still not the truth. Like they're trying to come clean, like the CIA is trying to come clean or something like that. Shit, that sounds like some bullshit too.
No, because I already told you. They told you China was already North Carolina.
No, I'm saying. No, I'm saying it didn't come from. That's what I'm saying. This shit didn't come from no damn China. Bro. That shit came from North Carolina. But they're trying to give you that narrative as is, oh, now the CI is admitting that it came. You know what I'm saying? They're coming clean about. You feel me? It's just all it's cap. I've seen them play with that.
Yo, man, that's what I that's what I was meant to tell you. Oh my goodness. Hey, I told you the world is a clown show, man. If I told you this, you gonna laugh, man.
You
Because the
talking about
guy told me this earlier. I thought he was
Truman show?
joking.
You talking about the Truman show?
No.
Oh, my bad. Me shut. What you talking about?
Cardi B says she got her ass crack pierced.
Got what?
Her ass crack pierced.
Oh,
That is so nasty.
bro, that shit gonna make me throw up, man. That's gross, bro.
Yo. I thought he was joking. But he actually said it to. Oh, this is a wild shit, man. I got to say one thing about these guys. These motherfuckers are really clouded, man.
Seriously, I see exactly what you're talking about. Cause like, why would you put? I mean, but honestly, instead of people like a lot of females are gonna look at that like you're not, and they're not. They ain't gonna condone. I mean, they're gonna condone it. They're not gonna tell her, man, you nasty, you sick, you. They're not gonna hold her to accountability. Why would you post something like that? That's disgusting. They're not gonna say nothing like that. They're gonna laugh at, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go right along with that stupid shit.
Oh, that's so wild.
Bro, I'm like, damn, oh shit. I'm glad I ain't eating right now. Damn, boy. This motherfucker's sick.
Yo,
They're more perverted than the dudes now. Dog boss, what up?
that is so funny, man.
It's getting to the point where these bitches, we just call them perverted, bro. Could we call them that? Perverted? Perverted, bro.
What you want,
Perverted.
man?
You know?
Call it what
Straight
you want,
perverted,
man.
man.
I thought he was joking, though. You know, you somebody tell you something like that, you think they joking, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm serious on that one.
Yeah, he told me now. He said to me, I'm like, yo.
Oh. Just how ladylike is that? You know what I'm saying? How classy is that? You feel me?
I don't know. It's very, very it's nasty, man. I got to say that. But hey, man, It is what it is. So, nevertheless, let's see if they're gonna be nice to me tonight. I gave them about 5 minutes, to make sure everything went well.
Mhm.
See what happened.
I want to hear when you play something. I want to hear. You know what? The last show, everything started playing good, clear, bro. It's
Let's
like they
see.
be messing with it. Sometimes they fuck with it. It seems like they're
See what
messing
happened.
with it.
Intelligence startup out of China has U.S. big tech in a little bit of a panic. It's called DeepSeek. In fact, on Wall Street, tech stocks took a tumble. Investors, fearing the newcomer could upend the artificial intelligence craze and end the domination of AI companies in the United States like NVIDIA and OpenAI. So a lot to talk about here. Let's bring in CBS News Money Watch correspondent Kelly O'Grady. So Kelly, what is this thing called DeepSeek, and why does it have big tech titans trembling today?
I like that alliteration, Reed. I'm going to steal it. Big tech titans trembling. So look, this is a AI startup, and over the weekend they released sort of an AI model that turns out to be nearly just as good as the ones that we are seeing in the US from OpenAI and Google's Gemini. And the reason why it has tech titans trembling is that the company says they were able to do this for far less money and with far less power. So they say that in order to create this model that is on par with the ones that we've seen in the US, it only took $6 million compared to $100 million to $1 billion that it has taken to create some of these other models in the US. And they were also able to do it without much access to these high-powered chips. And again, that's according to them. We haven't been able to verify that. That's the information that the company is putting out. But the reason why you are seeing chip stocks like NVIDIA and Micron take a tumble is if you are able to produce these high-powered AI models without using those chips, then that really puts a damper on their potential business. Broaden out from what's going on with the market, I think there's a lot of concern also what this could mean for China's ability to develop very sophisticated AI-driven military defense technology. So there's a market aspect to this, a tech aspect to this, and a national security aspect to this as well, Reed.
So fascinating to watch. Okay, so from tech titans trembling to the TikTok on TikTok, and I've now cashed in every one of my T alliterations today. Let's talk about the future of TikTok, if we will. We're hearing a potential buyer could give the U.S. government a 50% stake in the company. A U.S. government 50% stake. What is that headline about today?
So this is a bid that was put forth by Perplexity AI. It's an AI search company that's trying to compete with the likes of Google and OpenAI. And they have proposed a merger where ByteDance investors would still retain a piece of the pie, if you will. And when the company goes public years down the line, the U.S. government would actually get 50% of this company. Now, this would just be for the U.S. operations of TikTok, bear in mind. There is precedent for the U.S. government to own a portion of a public company. We have seen that with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, but this is raising concerns because there is not any detail around that proposal available of whether that would also translate to a say in operations, to a say in strategy. And of course, this is a free speech platform. So certainly, there is precedent, but for this type of company, this would sort of be the Wild West. But again, we don't have the details around whether they would be a silent partner or they would actually have involvement. And this is just a proposal at this point, Reed.
Okay, we know you'll be watching that one. Another question, tax season begins today. One campaign promise President Trump is going to try to deliver on, and that's tax breaks for all Americans. Now that he's in office, what do you see? Can he deliver on that in the first 6 months, a year, or is this going to be a long game sort of a situation?
So this is going to be one of the first things out of the gate that he's going to be trying to do, because the 2017 tax cuts that he enacted under his first administration, they are expiring this year. And so that is going to be something that the House and Senate are tackling. Where this becomes tricky is that in order to extend those, you're going to add somewhere around $4 trillion to the national debt over the next 10 years. Of course, getting cutting some of that debt has been a priority for the president. And so when you extend tax cuts, you have to get revenue somewhere else. And so that's really going to be the tension. The president has looked at tariffs as a potential revenue generator, but that also, of course, gets passed down to the consumer in terms of essentially the inflation tax, if you will. So he does have a Republican Senate and House in terms of getting those tax cuts extended, but it's going to be really tricky in terms of how they navigate the revenue loss portion of it.
Dotting her I's and crossing every one of those T's. Kelly O'Grady, Money Watch correspondent. Nice to have you with us. You have a great day, friend. We'll see you back here on 24/7 tomorrow.
Performing on the biggest stage in the world was just one step in my journey.
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that's another thing. So that man, it sounds good. Oh, all tax cuts for Americans and all that, but I didn't really see no. I didn't really feel in 2017. I don't remember
planning to do any grocery.
You know what I said? I don't remember. I don't even remember that.
Here we go right here.
Shopping, you should know that egg prices are soaring, now approaching $7 a dozen nationwide. And this is as the growing bird outbreak spreads to more producers. ABC's Morgan Norwood is here now to break it all down. Morgan, when you hear how much a dozen eggs cost, you see the impact.
Yeah, so many folks are feeling it and no relief in sight either, Janae. Good morning. The bird flu outbreak in livestock showing no signs of slowing down, and it's impacting everything from your grocery bill and potentially your pet's food. New poultry infections detected in 28 states just this month alone. And so far, CDC reports 67 confirmed cases here in the U.S., and that's mostly in people who had direct contact with infected livestock. The virus has led to one death in Louisiana, with 2 cases involving children over in California. Now, the illness is hitting commercial flocks especially hard on Long Island. Workers began this week euthanizing nearly 100,000 ducks after bird flu was confirmed. And in the past 3 months alone, 36 million egg-laying hens have been lost to the virus. Now, the result, as Janae just pointed out, the wholesale egg prices now soaring. Look at that, nearly $7 per dozen, $9 over in California, where cage-free laws are in place. Prices have hit $9, and experts say it could take up to 9 months to replenish that supply. But again, the CDC is, again, saying the risk to the general public remains low, with no evidence of person-to-person spread. And while the federal government has stockpiled 10 million vaccines as precaution, health officials again reassured that the food supply is safe. But the FDA, of course, asking pet owners to also take precaution as well.
Yeah.
Wow, Morgan, I cannot believe that 100,000 ducks, 36 million egg-laying hens, all lost to the virus. And this comes as the Trump administration orders federal health agencies to halt external communications as we get all these recalls and things.
Yeah, and that can seem really concerning, but they do say that all of that is going to, in terms of the external communications, that should be back online by the end of the month. But with the spread of the virus in livestock, there are a couple of things that you can do. Of course, follow your general food safety precautions. Make sure that you're cooking your food thoroughly, and then follow food safety handling practices. They also stress to avoid raw, unpasteurized milk.
Why are we drinking milk anyway?
Now wiping out a whole duck farm on Long Island. We're talking about Crescent Farm said it had to euthanize 99,000 birds because of an outbreak, although it's a minimal risk to the public, like to human beings. Still, it's just the latest instance we're seeing of the big impact that this bird flu outbreak has had all across the country. More than 136 million commercial backyard wild birds. So that's like farms, that's the chicken coop in your neighbor's, yard or whatever. They've been infected with bird flu. This is across every state. 67 people have gotten it. One person has died.
All right, Frank, 6 and 7 is 13, man.
There we go with them.
But nevertheless, they've had to humanize 99,000 ducks and all these birds. Say then. And the price of eggs is like $7 because they say the bird flu is going up. They say it's a little low risk to humans. Though.
Let me say something real quick. Look, I've been telling y'all months ago, way before you were talking about bird flu, that the eggs are like $10. I've been saying this months ago. They're lying. The eggs been up in California, and that's how you know this a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta go when we use my common sense and my critical thinking skills, and I gotta go and say, wait up, how long have the damn eggs been up for, right? So they've been up for way more, over 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So this bird flu story's barely not even been up for a whole month, like 2-3 weeks. So that lets you know this is in line. You know what I'm saying? More price gouging.
No. It's actually been out since the bird flu conference they had up there in DC, but they really starting to try to really get it kicked off now.
Right. I see what you're saying. Oh, that's right. They did have that big conference. You're right. It has been up since then, bro. It's been up for a while. That was months ago. It's been up for a minute.
When they had the bird flu conference in October, I told you about that. That was even before the election. I was trying to tell you this bird flu thing was going to be big. Well, they're going to use the hike up prices. They're using it to spur up. They're trying to give hard food supply. Not anytime you kill 99,000 ducks. That's kind of a lot. I mean, that's a lot of ducks, man. So, what's up, Shaq?
The bird flu. How you be saying it?
I call it the bird you. But somebody playing a good game.
They are playing a good game.
And there have been bird flu reports in dairy cows as well in all these states that you're seeing here. Egg supply, this obviously trickles down. It's taken a hit. The prices are the highest they have been in the last year. Dr. Kavita Patel is joining us now. So people might be going, wait a second. Dr. Patel is not like a farm expert, which I understand. You are not but the thing that I think people want to know is, what is this bird outbreak nationally? As we are seeing it spread now to every state, right? Coast to coast, egg prices spiking, as anybody who has eyeballs that has been to the grocery store has seen. What does this mean for people? What is the risk for humans here?
Yeah, I think, Hallie, the important reason why I'm here is because as this risk increases, not just in domestic animals, as you mentioned, but some people in chicken coops, domestic cats, but it's expanding from what is called bird flu. We're seeing it in dairy cows. There is a higher likelihood for transmission from human to human. Has not happened yet. Big emphasis on the word yet, because the more chances there are for this virus to mutate, the more chances it's going to take to get into human hosts. So that's why I'm here, because this is a public health emergency where we're trying to critically understand how to decrease these cases.
So what should people know from a really practical level? Like if they're buying eggs, is the risk, should people be concerned about like getting bird flu from eggs? Is the risk from salmonella like higher than that, which is a risk that people have known about for a while? Like talk us through that really pragmatically.
Yeah, very pragmatically. I think your highest risk is actually unpasteurized milk, meaning raw milk, because we're seeing so many dairy cases. The USDA, the Department of Agriculture, is testing dairy milk. But if you get raw milk, right now, pasteurization, heating the milk, gets rid of the bird flu. If you don't heat your milk and you get raw milk, which we know is very popular in many parts of the country, then that is your highest risk right now, because we're seeing so many dairy cases. And then I would put under that handling any sick animals. And that, again, becomes domestic animals too. And I would spread this to not just birds and chickens and ducks, dairy cows, cats. We've seen cases in domestic cats. So sick animals, a very high risk, stay away. And then underneath that, you don't have to worry about the eggs you're buying, because unfortunately, when there's one case of bird flu and they're doing a lot of monitoring and surveillance, Hallie, they have to kill the entire flock. That's why you saw 100,000 animals being called the ducks in New York. So getting the eggs off the shelf is more of an expense to your pocket. That is not fun. But the highest risk comes from those unpasteurized and other sources.
To be clear, regular pasteurized milk that you might get from like the case somewhere, that's okay. You don't have to heat that.
That's not a thing. Heated. You do not need to boil that. I get it. It's confusing, but if it's regular in the cases, you know that it's gone through pasteurization. It actually says so in small print, but that is safe as it is in its form. It's the raw milk where you have had no heating of that product that's the highest risk.
Another question that's come up is people on our team have been talking to others about these kinds of issues here, right? Or the pause in notifications from some of the nation's public health agencies, which is not uncommon.
Right.
Like the administrations have rolled over. Yeah. President Trump is now in charge. And it's not uncommon when new administrations come in for that to happen, depending on how long it lasts. But how does that, talk to us about the nexus between that and what we're seeing now as you've got all of these public health experts monitoring for these kinds of issues here.
Right. So I think you're identifying something that happens at transitions of administrations because political officials want a chance to understand the kinds of communications going out of their agencies. That's normal. What is different this time, Hallie, is it's very wide, it's very broad, and some of the agencies are confused. For example, the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, had to clarify they are allowed to make drug recalls public. They are allowed to put out communication about safety and issues like bird flu notices. But I think it can be confusing. So you've got humans just like you and me trying to put the communications together, but they're not sure. Do we need to get this cleared? Those delays, even if it's hours, Hallie, can be critically important when it comes to something that can spread very fast, not just like the bird flu, but any virus. So to be seen how much of a detriment it is, but it's not good at this time.
How much is where does bird flu rank on your list of things that you worry about, that you're thinking about as a public health expert?
I worry because I feel like scientists think that we're probably only a few mutations away from that human to human transmission. So it does rank pretty high with me. It's why the surveillance that we have in place is critically important. And I feel like we're finally getting to the surveillance we need. I wish we had it 6 months ago or in 2024 when this all started.
Dr. Kavita Patel, super helpful conversation. So interesting. Thank you so much for being with us. As always, we appreciate you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC.
All right. Yeah, they back with the bird flu. Yes.
Wow.
Crazy stuff, ain't it, man?
They are back with that bird flu BS, man. That's just okay.
Hey, man. Make sure you making sure that you stay on your toes, man. The bird flu. Chak, you there?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, man. They say make sure you heat the milk, pasteurize all that, man. Bird flu cases up. Kill, humanize all them ducks, man.
Okay.
It's a dang.
Wow.
All right, now you on, Chak. I'm glad you're here. Prostate cancer. They say every 1 in 7 men will get prostate cancer. Very high numbers.
They still ain't tell you where it came from, huh? Oh,
Here we go. Here we go, Chak. Here we go.
Why is Navage trusted by millions?
Before Navage, I was not living my best life because I could not breathe.
Thousands of men in England and Northern Ireland are missing out on a life-extending prostate cancer drug that's available free on the NHS in Scotland and in Wales. Although not a cure, abiraterone can help stop prostate cancer spreading to other parts of the body. In England and Northern Ireland, the NHS will only provide it for men with very advanced disease when other treatments have failed. A health editor, Hugh Pym, reports.
I was very shocked, and it changed the way I feel about a lot of things.
Still swimming and enjoying other hobbies, Giles was diagnosed with prostate cancer in March. He was told a potentially life-saving drug, abiraterone, was not available on the NHS in England, so he's opted to pay for it privately. But in Scotland and Wales, the drug is provided to NHS patients.
I feel very, very fortunate that I can afford it. I think it's outrageous that there are men in England who aren't getting this, who can't afford it. It's not about cost. No one seems to be disputing the science. It seems that it is just a bureaucratic process, which is kind of unbelievable.
The drug abiraterone is only available to the sickest patients. That's what it was originally licensed for. Now it's a lot cheaper, and new research shows it can be effective for men like Giles, whose cancer hasn't spread. The drug was originally developed at this Cancer Research Institute, which now wants it more widely available. The Scottish and Welsh governments have cut through the red tape and given the go-ahead for more men to get it.
It's in a grey area. It's classed as repurposing of drugs.
And how frustrating is that for you and colleagues?
Well, clearly it's very frustrating because this treatment has been through the same sort of guideline process within most of Europe and North America, for example. And of course, patients are very aware of that.
The Department of Health covering England said it understood the frustration of some patients who couldn't get the medicine, and the NHS would review wider use next year. David, who lives in Edinburgh, believes abiraterone has made a big difference combined with other treatment. He was diagnosed a year ago and soon afterwards started getting the drug through the NHS in Scotland.
It was an essential part of the treatment that I had, and probably was the most significant factor in a successful outcome.
Cancer charities are pushing for a change in England and Northern Ireland.
So for men newly diagnosed with localized and high-risk disease, this drug can halve the risk of them dying of prostate cancer. So this is a life-saving treatment.
Giles, who's paying £250 a month for the drug, says there's no excuse for further delay.
We in England still haven't got it approved. Thousands of men in England could have benefited from abiraterone, and they are twice as likely to die as they haven't had it. The government and NHS need to work out what the hell is going on and get it sorted now.
Hugh Pym, BBC News, Sussex.
So that's they want you to basically buy a prostate cancer drug and all that stuff, right? Basically, they saying you're missing out on a prostate cancer drug. Get your prostate cancer drug right now.
You need to pull up Dr.
My name is
pull
Cecilia.
her up again.
I'm a mom of
Lenore.
2 girls, a
Pull up old
psychologist,
Dr.
and I choose to transform my
Dr.
PBC
Rachel Ross
treatment journey.
again, brother.
Did you know that 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer during their lifetime?
I got you.
It's a startling reality, especially for those over 50. Prostate cancer doesn't just threaten health, it tests the resilience of men and their families. Welcome to a vital discussion that could very well save a life. Perhaps yours or someone you love. Today, we're focusing on the power of early detection and why every man over 50 needs to consider prostate cancer testing. It's not just about living longer. It's about maintaining the quality of your life and embracing each moment with confidence rather than fear. Prostate cancer often walks quietly, sometimes without symptoms, making it a silent threat lurking in the shadows. But being informed about the risks and recognizing the signs can empower you. We'll explore the undeniable reasons why getting tested isn't just an option. It's a necessary step towards taking control of your health and future. Let's shed light on this pressing issue because understanding and action are your best defenses against prostate cancer. Join us as we delve into the importance of screening and the latest treatments that are bringing new hope to thousands every year. Prostate Cancer Tests 2024, Essential Screenings and Breakthrough Non-Invasive Methods. Prostate cancer screening is a crucial step in early detection and management of the disease. The most commonly used tests include the prostate-specific antigen, PSA test, and the digital rectal exam, DRE. These tests are pivotal for men over 50, as they help detect cancer early when it's most treatable. The PSA test measures the level of prostate-specific antigen in the blood. PSA is a protein produced by both cancerous and non-cancerous tissue in the prostate, a small gland that sits below the bladder in men. An elevated PSA level can be an early indicator of prostate cancer. Although high levels can also be due to less serious conditions like an enlarged prostate or a prostate infection. It's important for men to have regular PSA tests as recommended by their healthcare providers to track changes over time, which can be more indicative of cancer than a single elevated result. The DRE is another traditional method where a healthcare provider manually checks the prostate gland through the rectal wall for any irregularities or hard areas that might indicate the presence of cancer. While less sensitive than the PSA test, the DRE can sometimes find cancers in men with normal PSA levels. In 2024, advancements in prostate cancer screening are enhancing early detection while reducing invasiveness. Newer non-invasive tests are being developed that can analyze urine or blood samples for specific markers of prostate cancer, potentially reducing the need for invasive biopsies. These tests aim to identify genetic material or proteins that are unique to prostate cancer cells. For example, some emerging technologies use advanced imaging techniques that can more accurately pinpoint areas within the prostate that are likely to be cancerous, thus guiding biopsies and treatments. These developments represent a significant step forward in the fight against prostate cancer, offering more accurate diagnostics while minimizing discomfort and anxiety for patients. The integration of these new testing technologies into standard screening protocols could greatly enhance the effectiveness of early prostate cancer detection and management. Navigating prostate cancer diagnosis, from biopsy to MRI. What men over 50 need to know. Diagnosing prostate cancer accurately is crucial for determining the best treatment plan. After initial screenings like the PSA test or a digital rectal exam, DRE, suggest a potential issue, further diagnostic steps are needed to confirm the presence of cancer and understand its stage and aggressiveness. This often involves biopsy procedures and advanced imaging techniques. Biopsy procedures. The most definitive step in diagnosing prostate cancer is a biopsy. This procedure involves taking small samples of prostate tissue to be examined under a microscope by a pathologist. Traditionally, this is done with a transrectal ultrasound-guided biopsy, where a needle is inserted into the prostate through the rectum under ultrasound guidance.
Whoa.
This method helps the doctor see the prostate and guide the needle to the right spots. Recent advancements have led to less invasive biopsy techniques
No
that can reduce
Sandusky.
discomfort
Pause.
and the
No
risk of
Sandusky.
infection. One such innovation is the
No
MRI-guided biopsy.
Sandusky.
Before the biopsy,
Pause.
an MRI scan creates a detailed image of the prostate, highlighting suspicious areas. During the biopsy, real-time
that's
MRI
invasive.
imaging guides the needle precisely to these targeted areas, improving the accuracy of the sample collection and reducing
Well,
the
you
need to
surely have
take
erectile
multiple
dysfunction
samples.
with them.
Imaging tests.
With that.
In addition to biopsies, imaging tests are critical in diagnosing prostate cancer. Two of the most common imaging tests are MRI and transrectal ultrasound. MRI, magnetic resonance imaging. MRI is particularly useful because it provides a detailed image of the prostate gland, helping to identify any abnormalities or tumors. MRI can also determine whether the cancer has spread beyond the prostate gland, which is crucial for staging the cancer and planning treatment. Transrectal ultrasound, often used to guide biopsies. Ultrasound can also help diagnose prostate cancer by showing irregularities in the gland's texture and size. Emerging technologies and ongoing research continue to refine these diagnostic tools, making them more accurate and less invasive. For example, new types of imaging tests, such as PET scans using new tracers, are being developed to detect prostate cancer cells directly. Comprehensive diagnostic approach. The diagnostic process for prostate cancer involves a combination of traditional methods and cutting-edge techniques. Together, these tools provide a comprehensive understanding of the presence, location, and extent of prostate cancer, enabling tailored and effective treatment plans. By staying informed about these diagnostic options, you can take proactive steps toward early detection and effective management of prostate cancer. Prostate cancer treatments, 2024. Innovations from surgery to gene therapy. Prostate cancer treatment has made significant strides, with 2024 bringing new advancements that improve patient outcomes and reduce side effects. While surgery and radiation remain key treatments, emerging therapies and the evolution of hormone therapy offer promising alternatives. Let's take a look at these developments. Surgery and radiation. Surgery, specifically radical prostatectomy, is still a common approach for treating prostate cancer, aiming to remove the prostate gland and some surrounding tissue. With advancements in surgical techniques like robotic-assisted surgery, this option has become more precise and less invasive. Patients now experience quicker recovery times and fewer complications. Radiation therapy has also advanced significantly. Modern techniques like stereotactic body radiation therapy, SBRT, deliver high doses of radiation to the prostate with pinpoint accuracy over fewer sessions. This precision reduces the risk of damaging surrounding healthy tissues and shortens the overall treatment duration. Emerging therapies. 2024 has introduced groundbreaking treatments like gene therapy and targeted drug treatments, offering new hope to patients with advanced prostate cancer. Gene therapy involves modifying the genetic material within prostate cancer cells to stop their growth or make them more susceptible to other treatments. Although still largely experimental, early clinical trials have shown promising results. Targeted drug treatments represent another exciting innovation. These drugs are designed to attack specific molecular targets associated with prostate cancer, blocking the growth and spread of cancer cells while sparing normal cells. This leads to fewer side effects compared to traditional chemotherapy. Hormone therapy. Hormone therapy, or androgen deprivation therapy, ADT, has long been a cornerstone of prostate cancer treatment.
And since I get 5% off every day with the Milo's Rewards credit card, we could get it today. No waiting for a sale.
Wait, we could have gotten this yesterday at 5% off? Or the day before?
It's
Interesting. Yeah, man. And then they're trying to hit us with these stats about being, you know what I'm saying? Certain amount of people is going to get it when they turn a certain age. That makes you think they putting something in the food or something, man, or something.
So first off, the top 3 things that if you have an inflamed prostate or an enlarged prostate that you should absolutely never eat.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, my good brother?
Yo, Dawson and
Never.
And this multiple.
Hey, look. Yeah, we talk about this prostate cancer thing, but before you came on, they done killed 99,000 ducks.
Huh?
And killed
No.
99,000 ducks and some more birds. Say if
Where's that at?
I think I think that might have been England or something, but they killed some flocks in Georgia too, and other places. Matter of fact, they said, I think they said it's all over the states now, because they said if one bird catch bird flu, you got to euthanize the whole flock to protect the other birds. So the egg.
How are the birds getting the bird flu?
That's what they say. They say the cows getting it too.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
the cows getting it too.
Bird flu, okay.
I could say, fat meat greasy. I could say that all day,
Cows too, man. Don't forget the cows.
Now the cows got bird flu, okay.
I thought that was what happened to mad cow disease, baby.
Come on now, Frank. There you go. You own it.
They say they make
you own it, Frank.
They say so. Make sure all your milk is pasteurized. Don't drink no raw milk. Make sure it's boiled and pasteurized.
We going back.
They don't want you to eat nothing organic. They don't want you to eat. They want you to eat. They want you to consume their chemicals.
Sound like to me.
Well, ain't nothing but kill Bill Gates and them.
I like that. Kill Bill Gates. I like that. Exactly.
You know what, Dawson? Before this show over tonight, I'm gonna show y'all something that a guy showed me today, man. I say, yo, oh man, I just got to say it. Love must be about pain, goddamn it. I ain't gonna blow it right now. I'll talk about it later. This is gonna be in my clown category. Cause you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it now. All right, Dawson, you might want to put an earplug in when I say this, yo. A guy was talking to me today. He said, man, BJ, did you see what Cardi B did? I said, what she do? I'm like, I said, man, you lying, man. I said, I'm going to look that shit up. I don't believe that shit. He said, man, she showed online she got her ass crack pierced. I said, what did you say to me? I said, what? He's like, Just look it up later, man. He's like, I'm joking. I'm not joking. I looked it up. I said, come on, man. I said, yeah.
What?
Is that the man? That's so unclassy, bro.
And post this shit.
Who are you telling, Frank? That is so not on unclassy, unsanitary.
Yeah.
That is not sanitary. I mean, wasn't she the one time Offset kept cheating on her, which we knew he been a hoe. They need to run Tosh K her money back. But then he wasn't messing with her because her BBL stink.
Yeah.
So you got a funky BBL, and when you take a shit, it's funny that's just a horrible waiting for infectious disease or something serious to happen to you.
Crazy.
And let it get infected. All that fake BBL, watch all that shit get infected. She better go holler at K Michelle.
This some crazy shit.
But you know they don't know how to
BBLs.
Not trying to include with this, but you know they don't know how to wipe their ass. They don't know they don't wipe their ass right, man.
That is some crazy shit.
But okay, then that's how you know you weren't supposed to have no BBL.
You know how to wipe your ass. That's on you, man.
Because people who got a big ass, they know how to wipe their ass.
BBL,
but I heard what happens too why they can't really wipe because it be so hard. It's hard. Somehow it gets hard or something, and it's hard for them to. Yep, look it up, y'all. Y'all hear that doctor who talked about it? Remember when they was talking about stinky BBL? He used.
I think I played it. I played it or something.
I think you. Yeah, I saw it on Instagram, but he used to be a BBL surgeon. That's what he said it does. He says so when you talk about the smells, because somehow it gets hard and it can't, open up all the way like it's something for them to get in there or something. It gets hard or something. But he said that's why he kind of stopped doing the BBLs because of that, and just I guess he gained the conscience. It just wasn't right, I guess.
See, that makes sense. So you said the shit gets hard. Oh yeah, so you can't really get up in that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what they claim. You can't really get up in there. It's somehow he said it hardens or something in those areas or something.
It's fake.
Mm-hmm. Well, why won't they do like they do in other countries? And what is it? What is that thing? A bidet? I know they have them in Las Vegas in the restrooms.
Right. Yeah, but Jay, whatever the fuck they call that shit. Right.
Yeah, right. Something like a bidet, something. I know they have them in Las Vegas. And I see why, because you get tipsy and messed up in Vegas, boy, it's gonna be coming out the mouth and the butt. It happened to me. I see why he and I definitely was using it.
You too much, man. But you right, man. You right. These motherfuckers, man, you just nasty as that. Motherfuckers gambling money and shit. Motherfuckers can't be fucking motherfuckers throwing up and shit and everywhere. You gotta make sure.
It's called truffle butter. Ain't that what they call truffle butter?
Yeah.
Truffle butter, you said? Truffle butter.
BBL butter.
Shit, crazy.
BBL butter.
Yeah. What is wrong with y'all?
Seriously, honestly, if you're a grown ass person,
I see why these niggas gotta be high. I see why these niggas gotta be high when they doing their
messing with them.
Chicks.
I mean, what makes sense, huh, Chak?
The alcohol, it says sanitizer shit.
Come on now.
All right. If you don't know how to wipe your own ass, dude, I mean,
yeah, that ain't good.
Look here, man. Imagine a chick that's 5'3".
Can't get in there though.
5'3", wide. You know what I'm saying? Big chest, and you got that back like that. That wide. You got that big back. You know what I'm saying? They're wagging. Bro, it's impossible for them little bitty asses on them short arms to get up in there, man. Get back there, bro.
Yeah, well, now it ain't funny what Chak say, but Chak, they was saying that too. It's not like they arms and hands can't reach back there or something. Look that up. Not to be funny. They said that was a problem too. They hands on, couldn't. And another thing, y'all wear them long ass nails like Cardi B. How you gonna clean your ass?
Claws, shit.
All right.
How y'all with them long ass nails? How y'all cleaning y'all asses?
Hold on.
Man, come
Got a
on.
lady, got a woman in the house now. So that was the men part, about the prostate. This your part right here.
The breast cancer. Let me
Watch a new
guess.
report shows troubling patterns
you
in the
go.
fight against cancer. The American Cancer Society
There you go.
reports it highlights rising cancer rates in women, in some cases higher than men. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Slayne Gounder is editor at large for public health at KFF Health News. Good morning. How are you doing? So why are women now at higher risk than men?
Well, what we're seeing is women were slower to quit smoking than men. So men took up smoking earlier, but over time, men started to quit smoking earlier than women. So some of this is a result of women are still smoking at higher rates, driving the lung cancer rates. But there are other factors at play here as well. We are seeing issues with HPV. That's the virus that causes cervical cancer. There was a vaccine that came out some 20 or so years ago for this. There was a lag in people starting to get vaccinated at the same time that cervical cancer screening guidelines got more complicated. So women were sort of confused about their screening, maybe less consistent. So we see, unfortunately, an increase in HPV-related cancers. And so, you know, there are a number of different factors, but these are two of the main factors driving some of that difference.
How do we reduce our risk?
For women and men, for everybody.
Well, I think to me, one of the most striking things in this report was the rates of lung cancer among women who do not smoke.
Yeah.
And so as we've seen those smoking rates come down, it sort of unmasked all of this other, these other risk factors for lung cancer that maybe we didn't pay as much attention to. And so particulates in the air, so basically air pollution, definitely seems to be a driver of this. Radon in the home.
Are you serious?
There do seem to be perhaps some hormonal factors. We know, for example, pregnancy is a
What about
period of
cascality? Okay, you know what?
whether that's from hormones or from other things.
You basically that's basically a way of y'all telling us that y'all spraying shit. Am I right? That's the way
She just told you, Frank. She just told you. She just told you. And they asking up that line about that HPV. Well, yeah, a lot of people don't know how they having to give them cervical cancer, but they know why people weren't taking that HPV shot. You know they killed Bill Gates up out of India. That PV shit. Even the people here was making you have strokes, blood clot issues. So let me ask y'all this: did that have mRNA in it, and we didn't know?
That's scary, man.
Yeah, go look up the harmful effects of that HPV jab. Go look it up.
Dawson, I got to say this.
Or women were bleeding out.
Cancer smoking. I said, now wait a minute.
Come on now, BJ. Come on.
Like,
Now they know damn well more men smoke than women.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Hey, there's a whole lot of women these days that smoke their weed though, but
yeah, now that synthetic stuff, that's different.
But you know what?
You're right though.
I'm not saying I don't see women smoke cigs, but normally I see more men smoke.
Thank you.
So that was a little bit out there, but I know a lot of women smoke their green too. But let's be real. But but she did say air pollution. She said women who don't smoke still get lung cancer. That's what she said.
Told ya.
I'm like,
my grandma didn't smoke, and she died from lung cancer, man.
Oh, Frank's glad to hear that. Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's y'all know that's what's the name wife that Kia what is it? What was the Superman guy? His wife, and they said she was healthy or vegan. Man, she died from Keanu. His wife died from lung cancer. Look it up. That's why everybody was shocked. Like, this lady exercises every day. She eats healthy and took out. Took out.
Well, look, we're gonna
never smoke.
But she said that pollution. There you go.
Talk about this for a minute. So, as a woman, you realize that they telling you that these cancer rates are going up on young women, and they didn't say older women. They say young women. What do you think about this? It's kind of interesting. You know, just going up.
I mean, BJ, who knows that they not giving these people false positives?
That's right.
How you know that? They sent me a thing with my mammogram talking about, oh, no evidence of cancer, but your tissue is very dense. So that means we may not can detect it or not. We suggest more invasive studies. See, and they'll try to use that. Oh, well, your tissue was dense, and we thought it was, and the shit ain't even cancer. That happened to my auntie, and she didn't have cancer. She just had real dense breast tissue, and uh, you don't supposed to like wear powder or deodorant, so it gave her a false positive.
Oh, got you.
Now, all right, let's talk.
They
Now,
gotta
look,
keep
since
it
we
going.
brought up that cancer, they were talking about all cancer, lung cancer, and all this. Let's talk about the breast cancer. By the way, notice this year the NFL and all these organizations that you talk about breast cancer month, they must have forgot about it. I guess it ain't
Yeah,
important
what's
no more.
been going on with that, BJ? They ain't been really supporting it lately.
Matter of fact, after I finish this topic, I can talk
I
about
believe it, Frank.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
after I finish this topic, I talk what's going on Richmond, man. That's it. These motherfuckers ought to be shaped. They got a water restoration pack. Where you can do this. Oh my God. I say, yo.
And see, like I was saying, didn't I say earlier? They want us to help ourselves. So you putting in money to help other people, to help yourself. Isn't the state government and the federal
So
government?
what? It's a fun, y'all. It's a fun. What is it?
It's like a fund where you donate money for the water restoration stuff. It's weird, man. It's like they got a whole pack for this
You
shit.
know what? Yeah, they doing it because I know when I pay my water bill, they got on there at the end. Do you want to donate to the water fund? Well, what's up with that?
Yeah, they got it. I'm telling you, they got it. Man.
What?
I say, yo, after this water outage from weeks ago, and y'all with this bullshit, but starting January 31st, that's when the program starts. And you can do it. They say they're gonna give people relief on their water bills and all this. Look. I totally got it.
Remember, BJ, never let a crisis go to waste.
Somebody getting paid.
Again, never let a crisis go to waste.
Somebody getting paid. All right, let's now he go this breast cancer thing, since they love telling people about themselves.
When her 40-year-old mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. So Barbara was acutely aware of her risks for the disease. In addition, Barbara's profession as a nurse and an administrator for Endeavor Health gave her easy access to early screening.
So I was very mindful to start getting screened with mammograms around the age of 30, which is about 10 years younger than she was when she was diagnosed.
And Barbara conducted self-exams often. 2 years ago, the 42-year-old felt a lump. An MRI confirmed a breast cancer diagnosis.
My cancer is fully in remission. I did have a double mastectomy, which took a long time to recover from, but it has given me the confidence that I'll remain healthy.
Barbara is a good example of the good and bad of a new American Cancer Society breast cancer report. The encouraging news, the study shows a dramatic drop in breast cancer deaths due to early screening. But the report also includes a startling uptick of cases in women under 50.
It's not something I like to see because it just makes me worry that that's just the front of a larger wave that we need to be concerned about.
UI Health breast cancer oncologist Dr. V.K. Gotti says the increase in younger women is likely due to a number of factors.
Some of it, I think, is personal responsibility in terms of our choices in lifestyle, diet, exercise. But there's other factors out there that we need help figuring out and trying to better control.
Gotti says the American Cancer Society is also exploring links to environmental stresses like micropollution and particles. And in Barbara's case, genetics was the big factor, which is why the doctor who diagnosed her, Dr. Georgia Spear, says women with a family history must get screened early.
In fact, some women may have to start screening at the age of 25. And we encourage that all women by age of 30 really talk to their primary physician and discuss their potential risk factors because we want to start screening earlier.
And for average risk women, Dr. Spear says there have been too many mixed messages about when women should start getting mammograms. Doctors recommend getting one at the age of 40. And for dense breasts, combine that with an ultrasound. Sarah Schulte, ABC 7.
That dense breast word. They said it. Okay, nice. Yeah, right. Go ahead.
See how they doing it? See?
Got you again. talking about this mammogram and all this stuff at 40. I'm like, y'all always got this stuff on a timeline. Like, everybody ain't sick as everybody. This is why I always hated, in pharmacy class and, you learning all this stuff. They try to go by these timelines. Everybody ain't the damn same. You cannot go by no damn timeline. But that's the way they got it. But
it is. Nobody's the same. That's true.
Like, they talking about her genetics. She might have blood type A. You might have, he blood type B, whatever, right? So this stuff is just like, you cannot grade nobody on everybody the same on some medical chart. This shit is dumb.
That's right. That's right.
But that's how they do it. And unfortunately, unfortunately, a lot of people believe this shit. Like, take their word as the gospel, right? Like, it's fine. Yeah, when they told me I had to get my vitals, what did vitals say? I'm low on iron. All right. What you got? Oh, I had to take some iron pills. No, why don't you just eat foods with iron in it? I mean, they tell you you're low on iron. You got to take an iron pill for that. So the answer is in you. You are the answer. Technically, you should be the answer. You should be the answer. They tell you that they use medication to answer, but it doesn't always work that way. And that's why, but unfortunately, as you well know, when you went to the doctor for these mammograms, right? You probably sitting there saying to yourself, I ain't trying to do this shit every damn year.
Yeah, that's another thing. They want you to do it every year. I'm like, well, for what?
Hey, man.
I'm not going.
See, when I hear a nurse say that, then I know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
I mean, that's why you asked the question, man. Now, unfortunately, don't get me wrong. I mean, she's just one I could ask. I could go out here and walk the streets and ask 10 women, and about 8 of them might say, yeah, I'm going to get mine every year. I got to make sure I'm straight.
There you go.
So
there you go.
The more times,
so why they won't do it like the pap smear? After you have a pap smear, if you starting them so many after 2-3 years, they tell you, okay, don't come back to 3 years later. Why wouldn't you do that with breast screening? Why are you hitting us with all that radiation? How we know that ain't creating the cancer? Man, come on.
Well, I'm gonna be nice. When they tell you we love, they tell you they love to women's health. I like, no, you don't. You're a bunch of damn shysters. Y'all just trying to get paid.
Man, that breast cancer been the biggest hustle. Donate breast cancer to breast cancer awareness. I had to tell somebody, Chick-fil-A, man. I said, no, I'm not going to donate. Why wouldn't you donate? My aunt fought with breast cancer. I say, what you should be asking, all these years we've been getting money for breast cancer. They ain't got no cure yet. Matter of fact, not that, any cancer.
Wow.
Oh, I never thought of it that way.
I'm sure you
me
haven't.
with it.
I'm sure you haven't. Look, Dawson, that's the whole point. You haven't thought of it that way. That's the whole fucking point.
Go look up that documentary with them talking about how the American Cancer Society and all them hustle people for donations, knowing ain't gonna never get a cure, and what they do with that money. And they supposed to help the cancer patients. It got stories in there with the family members and the patients saying they didn't get no help from the American Cancer Society, no help from the Breast Cancer Society, no help at all. Go look it up. It's a documentary.
Somebody hustling, ain't they?
There you go.
They told you pimping ain't easy. I said shit.
Man, easy ain't pimping, man.
Yeah, I saw what happened in your town, Frank.
Pimping.
What happened? I'm talking about these fake fires. What happened?
Yeah, not only that, but I heard they not giving the money. They telling people they giving the money to like boots on the ground people to help the fire victims. They telling people don't give it to Red Cross and all these other big organizations.
You know what? It's like, who could you trust? Well, the fuck Red Cross. We would know they scammers. So let's
Yeah.
put them out there. But see, it's okay. So you think, damn, okay. So the boots on the ground people, can you really trust some of them too? Because we seen local, quote unquote, the fake Black Lives Matter. Because we all know Nayota and them was really the real Black Lives Matter, and so we see the fake ones come in. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? So you got to think, okay, can you really trust these motherfuckers? These boots on the ground people. These could be some agents. You know what I'm saying? These could be some DEI people. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's crazy. Give it to the families. Fucking, I don't know. Give it to the people, and then I think it should be some kind of not even a fund. Like I think in them cities, the city council people
pick a family. Shoot, pick a family. Or let family show they home, and then you post their picture, and then you donate to they call what they need. They ain't gonna do that though, Frank. That's just like Karen Bass got into it with Orange Man. I want to open up the application process.
That lady, something wrong with her.
That lady there, man.
But Ben was telling people about that lady, like, and she didn't beat that guy. I think it was Rick Caruso. I think
she cheated.
She did cheat. All of a sudden,
they cheated. Yeah.
Woke up, she won. How she won? He was beating her. He already the amount of votes
they gotta read
the amount of votes that he needed to win. He had, and she still
got you.
Like they bullshit, bro. They full of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care, old black woman, all this shit, man. That lady ain't even so-called black. And even if
that lady ain't one of us. That lady is what's her daddy Frank? Moroccan, and that lady, please. That lady is not one of us.
So Frank.
She related to French Montana. She related to French Montana, dude.
The City of Richmond announced a fund in partnership with the United City residents who were impacted by the water crisis. On Saturday, January 25th, the City of Richmond announced that the partnership will allow individuals to support their neighbors by contributing to the Water Crisis Fund, which is now accepting donation. You heard that? The Water Crisis Fund. How nice. Ain't that nice? And they even call it a crisis. Boy, right. The fund will begin accepting applications on Friday, January 31st, and open to Richmond residents with a demonstrated financial need related to the water crisis. The city said eligible must be paid directly to the bill and may include the following: rent, mortgage payments, health-related expenses, child care, utilities, missed car loan payments. Residents will reportedly be able to apply for the fund online and by phone. Additionally, Richmond Mayor Danny Avila has committed $25,000 from his Richmond Forward Together PAC to the fund, according to officials. Now, you notice this is a political action committee that's doing this, right? You just heard me say PAC, right?
Facts.
All right. Well, Mr. Avila, since you're the new mayor and all that, right? Let's pull up what this Richmond Forward Together PAC is. Let's see the back of this thing, because I said this was very interesting. So, I just said Richmond Forward Together PAC. That's kind of like some wild shit, ain't it? I'm like, well, how y'all got this water crisis fund already? This shit just happened this month. So this had to be already planned. Yeah.
They out hustling. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, look, dog. Some people act like this shit just didn't happen a few weeks ago. Everybody back to normal. Oh, 55 degrees today, by the way. The weather them picked up. They say, oh, they forget about the water now. What weather picked up? Everybody outside, jogging and shit, shorts. Oh, it's beautiful, man. Hey, look, felt like it's back in the summertime, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Now, the Forward Together PAC is actually out there in Alexandria, Virginia, but I guess they'd have made it to Richmond, right? So it's just it's a Virginia thing. But what I'm saying is, it's like, why? What are you putting your money into this for? And you can make. So I need to know, why am I donating to you? And this was basically a crisis that y'all had at this water plant. So y'all say, but I don't believe that shit either. I think y'all just bullshit. Right?
Playing.
Yeah, like, and that shit went on for a week. All right. So here, we're going to talk about a little bit more. Oh, and they call it a water recovery fund. Well, recovery, where the hell is shit at? You are, and others are allowed to contribute. So, Frank, if you wanted to contribute to the water fund, you can. For more information to make donations, click here. Let's see what the donations are. Let's just look and see what the donations are. Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on. Oh shit, I got the wrong one. Hold on. Let me take that down. Hold on for a minute. You know, I just said, let me see. Oh man, I got to get these motherfuckers credit though. These motherfuckers hustling like a mother. I told you pimping was easy. I won't joke it. Shit easy as fuck.
Right.
Look at this. With the United Way though. Now come on, man. Come on, people.
Are you sick?
Do you really
Come on
trust
now.
Look at this shit, man. Oh my God, man. Oh, and you know what's so bad? I ain't trying to be funny. You got people that's gonna donate to this shit too. Now look at this now. The city of Richmond has established a water recovery fund to help eligible individuals and families with household expense-based needs. You can contribute to the fund. Additional information on the application process will be available on January 31st by the city of Richmond. Richmond residents will be able to apply online over the phone. So let's just see what the donations are. Oh shit. Damn, Dawson. I can't start off with $1 if I gotta start with $25. What the fuck?
That's how they doing them things now. Y'all notice that?
You see
When
that?
you go to donate, it already have the least amount of price set in there.
It's all right, though. You know what? Fuck it. Dawson, you know what?
Yep.
Hey, Dawson, I send you $25. I send these scandals some money. All right, fuck that. Okay, you all right with that? Because this is some bullshit. All right.
Yep. That's how they do.
Then, okay, so let's say I just say, okay, 25. Then they go into 50. Then they go into 100. Other, right? And then you, organization, if applicable. You put your first and last name in. Then you got credit card, PayPal, Venmo. Oh, and then your donation amount. Oh, guess what? They put $1.31 tax on obligation because you donated $25. You donated what?
Yep.
$26.31. Give Smart Raise. And then technical support, contact Merrick, Washington, 804-771-5881. Got the, and this is by who? The United Way. By the way, here you go. And I said, I know they did not pull off. And then here go your other donations where you can donate $10. Damn, dog, you can donate $1,000 you want to. There you go, $1,000.
Man, you know how they do with United Way. You talking about washing money, do non-profits. Why do you think United Way so big? What do they really do?
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Now watch this, Frank. Look at this, Frank. If you like to
Wash
make this a
money.
monthly or quarterly
Money
donation,
laundry.
you can select an option below. A monthly or quarterly donation. What the fuck? How long y'all got this shit going on? Right? And then you can obtain a copy of your tax receipt by filling out this tax receipt form. I said, come on.
Get a tax write-off.
I like that.
That's all it's about, Frank. The write-off. Tax time too. How perfect is that?
Yeah, the sick people.
Now, I'm gonna ask a question. How much y'all? I believe some people with money like millionaires and billionaires probably donate to this shit more than regular people. Because they say you can pay $1,000 to this fund. They probably gonna donate this to be tax rated for them.
And guess what? It get washed right on back to them. Pay attention.
When the guy told me, we were talking and he told me that the United Way was involved, I said the United Way. So what kind of cooking deal they done cooked up downtown? He like, man, I don't know what the hell these people doing. I said, I know. You know why? Because don't nobody know. Because they go to show you this some bullshit. I wouldn't get the, man, look here, man. Y'all know the United Way done got into a bunch of bullshit before. It's like the Red Cross shit. I told you, hey, look, Frank, pimping is easy. And guess what? It's hey, look, it's a pimp and a John. And basically, they trying to make the whole city of Richmond the Johns because they paying for this pussy. Goddamn. I just tell you, it is what it is, man. Hey, man, don't get mad. Hey, look. Hey, I told you, Dawson. They told you a sucker born every minute. Now, they got to change that. It's born every second. See, they're born every second. 24/7 suckers being made. You ain't got to go to Vegas to be a sucker no more. You can be right here. You ain't got to go to Vegas. You can be right here. It's okay. Hey, look. You say it all the time. They get paid and the people getting played.
Absolutely.
Getting played hard with this thing. I'm calling bullshit. And like I told the guy, look at me. You will not catch me donating no money to this damn fund when I found out about the United Way. I said, if that's the case and the United Way cares so much, just pay all the people. You know what? Fuck it. Pay the people's mortgages.
Yeah, United Way, y'all got the money. Why don't y'all do it? You asking for money for? You know we dealing with inflation. Shit.
Hey, look. Well, now, oh man, Dawson. You know what? Speaking of hustlers, Frank, I'm about to show you a hustler. Yeah, don't think I forgot about you. Don't think I forgot about you. Don't you think I forgot about you? That's right, Shopton. Shopton is encouraging a boycott, not a boycott, a boycott. If you support DEI, he say go shop with the business. So he's basically saying, hey, look, you support DEI, you go shop with Costco. He gave 100 people $25 gift cards or something to shop at Costco. So I was like, what the hell? What? Like, yo, damn, the hustle is on, baby. Hustling flow. Oh, man.
Form any website.
Damn, man.
Unlimited.
I'm mad that I just, oh, man. I need to be mad at myself.
Our position has been, we announced on Martin Luther King holiday in a big rally we had in Washington, that we're going to, in 90 days, release a boycott list all over the country. But in the interim, we're going to do a boycott. We're going to go and support those that support diversity. And you must remember these DEI programs are not only for Blacks, it's for Blacks, it's for LGBTQ, it's for disabled, it's for veterans. So our position is very simple. If you do not want to commit that you will have diversity in your workforce, diversity on your board, diversity on your C-suite, then why would you want to have diversity among your consumers?
Yeah, there's some in the Black and brown community that say if you boycott stores that sell our products, that actually hurts us.
Exactly.
In particular said this.
But I think that is like saying in segregation time that if you fight for desegregation, I'm going to lose my job that is unfairly paid and unfairly done. We want Black businesses to prosper, but we don't want them to prosper at the expense of dealing with the larger issue. We should take those companies and support them, put them online. We'd rally for them. We'd have buyouts with them. They should be calling us rather than trying to defend people who may give them shelf space, but will not guarantee that for the community. So there's a way to make both things happen at the same time. If Mr. Trump and his supporters can tell you, you cannot make sure that you have a diversified workforce, then they can't make a law to make us shop and spend our money where we're not guaranteed that there's going to be fairness. Diversity programs started because there was bias against those communities. Now you're going to tell me when we're trying to correct the bias that you're going to penalize the companies? No, I don't think so.
Wow.
This is some actual clown shit. But you know what? But
wow.
If you thought it wasn't a clown thing, I'll show you. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
You want your coat? Get it. Just the pops in here, right? Please get it. Excuse me, we only have four, I believe it is. Oh, my guy, can you put the walkers in the bottom for me? All right, he's gonna get started. Excuse me, sir, were you giving out cards? All right.
In the damn snow. These motherfuckers out their mind. Cold as a motherfucker. Senior citizens and shit. They're great out their mind.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I thought she said she was in the front seat to the left.
Yeah, this one right here. That's where she is, and it's the left.
I know what's in here. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
We in here. We didn't have much leg.
My G. Yeah, right. We're only going to 150. This is already. Hey.
That's nice.
Tie your shirt to the front end for the messaging. Hey.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion in the private sector.
Retirement in 5 days. Yes. All right, y'all. Don't tell my floor.
They're on your side.
And we were there with you last week.
Yep.
And you're gonna make piano lessons. Yes, you got a piano lesson.
Where you gonna shop?
AD, go to. Well, I'm getting some hamburger meat, some eggs, and some chicken with the help of our shopper.
National Action Network.
How you doing?
You got any? All right. Thank you. Oh, sorry about that.
You know what I'm gonna say about this? That mother need to be slapped. Shit, man. This is some bullshit.
Bro.
Fucking bullshit. Okay, now listen. All jokes aside. Now, if you're gonna take the people to Costco and all that shit, there's some gesture. Why they want to get all this hamburger meat and all this shit? You trying to put these people back in the fucking nursing home or some shit or whatever the hell they give them diabetes? What the fuck is going on here, right?
Where do these people come from?
Right.
Nursing home.
I'm like, yo.
My bad, man.
No, it's all good, man.
Let me
But
not clown you.
you're fine. But here's the deal. All right. Just ask a simple question. Dawson, how many black-owned businesses in your neighborhood close to you that you ain't got to drive to, walking distance?
Good question.
Might not hear me, but
That's a good question.
Chak, how many black-owned business in neighborhood walking distance? All right. Frank, how many black-owned business in neighborhood?
None, man. I gotta go to LA, man.
Okay. All right.
I gotta go to LA, man.
I think I got a few, but like the holistic place across the street. But I think that there might be some Muslims over there. But I mean, we got some like in the mall storefront. I mean, set up shop in the mall and stuff. I'm not saying we don't, but like I said, when they go into food, like I gotta go into like Richmond and things like that. You got some stuff out here too. I gotta like go closer to downtown where you get a lot more. Like you might have a few outside of this realm of stuff. So like I said, AJ, when I go to his shop, it'll take me about 10 minutes to 15 minutes to get there. But I grew up when I grew up at it, was probably less than that, probably about 3 or 4, but nevertheless. But what I'm saying is, I want to go to Kroger Spot or things like that. I would have to drive out, here to go there. That's not how it should be. So if our shop is going to do this, which I actually, in all honesty, on the surface, he's saying you support diversity and inclusion, right? But to be honest with you, man, no, because you leading to buy a Costco. Why couldn't you take them to a neighborhood to do this?
To a black owned.
Exactly.
There's so many, and you know what's crazy? There's a lot of black owned spots in Harlem too, man. When you think of New York and think of black owned, you think of Harlem. You know,
yes.
Wow.
Well, wait a minute, Frank. Actually, I'm gonna tell you something though. I've been to Harlem in the last.
They gentrified the hell out of it too. That's true.
Yeah, I want to be in 2023. Yeah, they did gentrify
the fuck out that shit. And how did it look now, BJ? I haven't been back in a while.
Matter of fact, I stopped in a spot in there, man. That was like a little club or something. It was like black people in there, but out the Apollo, it looked like a bunch of. Everybody was out there. It depended on where you was at, but a lot of them areas in New York been gentrified heavily. So
right, Brooklyn, Harlem, some parts of Queens. That's true.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
That's a fact. But see, what are these people doing? You know what I'm saying? These people like Al Sharpton doing about it. That's my thing. Okay, if y'all representing us like and then y'all want us to, have so much respect for y'all, supposed to be so damn holy, high and mighty, whatever. What are y'all doing about the problems? What are y'all doing about the misfortunes in the community? What are you doing about nothing?
Hey, man, I gotta do something for you.
Fact.
You ain't ask for nothing.
Yeah, a lot of them people, man, they complacent, bro. Them Democrats, they ain't going. They're not gonna. It's like they should. Why are they not? They should be asking the Trump administration. It don't matter if he's a Republican or he's even though he's not really a Republican. It don't matter if he's serving as a Republican. Still, so just because you're a Democrat and he's a Republican, you can't go and ask him for certain things for black people. Very interesting.
Nah,
you see that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, go Frank. You know how I go, man. Everybody want to cry all day. Matter of fact, shoot, hold on, let me hear my boy Cal in the chat. Hey, what's up, Cal? Hey, man. Thanks for duking out with me in the cold the other night, man. That was 100%, man. Thanks for duking out with me, man. Thanks for duking out with me. Coming to get me and take me back to get my car when I was out there in the cold. That's what you need in this life, man. Somebody look out for you.
Facts.
Was out there with me for at least 5 hours out of the 12 hours. Out of the 9, I was out there. That's what it is. Man, tell you, man, it was cold that night.
I bet.
I was stranded. But made it out. Minor setback for a comeback. It is what it is. Hey, Dawson, you still there? Whatever. Y'all think that man right there for getting me out of a jam? Because it could have been much worse. But yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Things happen. Matter of fact, tomorrow morning I gotta rectify the problem by getting that.
There's somebody that get you out of the jam.
Huh?
What did you say?
I said that I was shouting at my homeboy that's in the chat for sticking out there with me 5 out of 12 hours in the car the other night because he came to get me and then he brought me back to my car and he helped me get, my car moved and stuff like that. I said he duked it out with me in the cold. That's what I was saying. I was shouting about.
Yeah, you owe him a 12-pack, goddamn.
He don't drink, but yeah, he duked it out with me. So I just shouted him out because he was in the chat. He said they back with that bird flu BS. Yep.
Yeah, salute, Cal, man. Hey, what you think about the Shaq? That how Al Sharpton's doing that buyback in Harlem when he could.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna respond on that shit. Some shit we gotta block out and stop being internet whores. I wouldn't even comment on that shit.
Yeah, man, crazy shit. But hey,
that is taken from the black. He is taken from black, actual black entrepreneurs by doing it. And that's he's deflecting like a mug. That's deflecting, bro. You're deflect. Okay, so we're not gonna get nowhere, and you're gonna keep doing what you're doing. That's gonna keep us not getting anywhere. But just under the guise of putting us somewhere or making us, you know what I'm saying? Actual fighting for equity and inclusion.
I brought it up for a different reason, Shaq. What I gave back because I asked Frank. Frank said he got to drive out. Shaq, you live in around Dallas, Fort Worth. How many quote unquote black owned businesses you got in walking distance of you? Which is I would ask.
0.
But there you go. Now me, like I said, we got a few like in the mall, but then you got to go in the mall to go there. You got maybe like the holistic place up the street, maybe. Like I said, but the things I went on restaurants, things like that, you got to go more so in the downtown Richmond or closer to downtown. Some areas, you got some Jamaican restaurants, soul food, stuff like that. But like I said, around me, you got mostly Panera Bread and things. Like I said, you have some stuff but I say like AJ, since you talked to him before, you sent him stuff. Let's use him for example. I have to drive 10 to 15 minutes just to go to his coffee shop. I do it, but I mean that's because I understand the importance of trying to keep the business intact. But at the same time, a lot of people ain't doing it. They'll go to Starbucks, which ain't nothing but 3 minutes from me. I pass Starbucks every day. I gotta pass that to even go there. I can stop at Starbucks if I wanted to. I just don't.
That's fact. Support.
As a matter of fact, you know what? His coffee is cheap. His coffee and tea is cheaper than Starbucks, which is funny as hell, but people go to Starbucks every day. This is dumb as hell. Just tell you.
They're full of shit. And look what Doc Paul said in the car. He said
all the people he brought probably don't even shop at Costa. They probably don't. Matter of fact, and now look, actually I was okay. You know what I was starting to say? When the woman said they were buying hamburger and stuff, what's the point of taking the people to Costco if they gonna buy the same food, the dag on the sad, or like Chak say, the standard American diet? What's the point?
She said hamburger meat. She picked up some hamburger meat. Like, that's good for you.
Fuck.
Why would you get ham? That was so stupid. She should have got a bundle or something, like, something to where you could get a bundle cheaper. I guess it would be cheaper there than anywhere else, like a bundle, something like, you know what I'm saying? Something like something, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just got one thing of hamburger meat. Well, you could have got that from another store, bro. Like, why would you have to get that one thing of hamburger meat from Costco when their specialty is bundles and getting everything in bulk? Why would you just get, you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Why would you just get one thing of hamburger meat there when you're at Costco? Why didn't you get a bundle or a bulk or something?
But
it's
stage,
bro. That shit is some stage shit, bro.
Let me get this clown out of here. But I would say this. We can do, actually, tell you in all honesty, we can do quote unquote, as they call it, a boycott. But we don't need to do it in no company. We can do this among ourselves. That's why I say I hate when these charlatans come around and tell you that. So even with the dumb stuff that he promoting, we can still make this good. But we got to do it among ourselves. And when I say that, I'm not talking about just on no damn fucking this bullshit that he doing. We can develop our own holidays, right? We can do whatever the hell we want to do. There's nobody stopping us.
Right, that's a good point.
Look, I know y'all were talking about last night. He had one Black History Month and all this stuff. Look here, Chak. Hey, look. If I want to, let's just use this Black History Month thing and just say, hey, look. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? The hell with this. You know what it is? Black History Month. We declare this day, January 27, 2025, Black History Month for the whole year if we want to. Who's stopping you from doing that? Nobody. Okay? You don't have to get them to do that. Okay?
Facts.
I know people were talking about this Kiki M and all this shit and all this. I'm like, look, you don't have to get them to do that. Matter of fact, why the hell do you want them to do it?
True.
Chak, it's time to control your own destiny, Chak. Do you hear me?
That's fucking true. That's fact. That's a real good point.
That's how we keep getting played.
That's facts.
You can't let people determine your existence, your future, and in a lot of places, even your past.
That's a good
We
point.
gotta keep on playing. And as a matter of fact, come to think about it, you know how long we've been on this damn planet? Not me, you, and everybody. I'm talking about this in general, right? Do you realize that when they do this shit, they talk about this stuff, they only going back to the fucking 60s, bro. They ain't even going, they act like people were alive before then. It's crazy.
I know. Well, you peep that? They only showing this. It's like they only talk about slavery. Like, there's nothing in between that.
Exactly.
It's like,
So what I'm saying is, man, that's why I said, matter of fact, I ought to do a show called Pimping Is Easy. Because they've been pimping the hell out of us, man. Him included. He pimping the shit out, you doing this dumb shit.
he's a fucking idiot for that. And he's doing that because Costco is keeping the DEI program up.
Yeah.
There's Apple, there's a couple, it's like 10 that's keeping that shit.
Look here, man.
But that helps that's for the LGBT and the white women though. That ain't for us.
Man, let's go back. Let's go back history. Let's go back history, man. Before I get off, let's go back history, man. Timberland says they You remember this, Frank?
With Fargo, your virtual assistant from Wells Fargo, you can pick up the tab even when you forget your wallet. I got this.
Fargo, send Kaz $145 to sell.
Smooth. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/getfargo.
That right there, that
I
commercial
saw
was some
on the
bullshit.
internet, We Free tweeted, "What's a widespread rumor you remember before the internet was popular? Example, Tommy Hilfiger not wanting black people to wear his clothes." To which I replied, Tommy Hilfiger didn't say he didn't want black people to wear his clothes, because I don't know if Mr. Hilfiger is aware or not. I totally believe that and have been boycotting him since the late 90s. So another person on Twitter tweeted me this article where Tommy Hilfiger addressed those racist rumors from 1996 one more time. And take a look at this. There's a whole article about this. Apparently it started in 1996 via an email boycott campaign. Now, by the way, I didn't hear this via email. I just remember wearing a Tommy gear, which ain't even Tommy Hilfiger. It was like the poor people's Tommy Hilfiger, Tommy gear little lanyard thing. Somebody was like, don't wear that Tommy stuff. He don't want black people to wear stuff. And I said, where he said that? He said that on Oprah. And I was like, oh, snap. I missed that episode. And since it was the late 90s, if you missed it, you just missed it. Wasn't no YouTube or nothing like that. But I believed it was true. So the rumor that I heard that he had heard as well is that he had heard that supposedly on Oprah, he said that if I had known black people were going to buy my clothes, I wouldn't have been a designer, which is exactly what I heard and why I stopped. And he said I'd never been on Oprah, and I never said that. And I would never believe that anyway, nor would I ever say that anyway. And I was like, wait, what? And then somebody else on Twitter sent me this. It's Tommy Hilfiger, Rosie Perez, and Q-Tip at his office in New York, May 1994, with Rosie and Q-Tip in Tommy Hilfiger. What? So obviously I thought Tommy Hilfiger just lost so much money because every black person around me stopped wearing it. Apparently that was wrong as well. During this time period, his feelings were hurt, but business-wise, he doubled from 1 billion to 2 billion at that time. But as he said, it hurt here. It made me believe someone was out for me. Apparently, he hired FBI people, private investigators to go after whoever started this rumor. Some people say it was Ralph Lauren and Polo and all this and that. But I just realized I was boycotting him for nothing.
If it's a lie, then we fight on that lie. But we gotta fight.
So the bottom line is, maybe he didn't say that, but I've been boycotting him for so long, I can't change. I can't go back and buy Tommy Hilfiger now. I mean, I don't even know if people wear it now. I'm too.
People don't wear that shit
So
anymore.
what I'm getting out of that is, hey, look, like it or not, or whether he did or not, hey, you still ain't got to buy it.
Facts, I know. We still got to buy it.
But that's what I was saying. Like, it doesn't really
Still making
matter.
that motherfucker rich. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they told you that his wealth still went up to $2 billion. So even if you started boycotting and they say his wealth went up $1 billion after that, who started buying it? See? So somebody got to
too committed to the cause. Whoever.
So, all right, let me play one thing before I get off, Frank. I got to show you something. I was thinking about you today, man. I was out, man. I was out today, man, but we had some shootings down here in Richmond. Somebody got shot and killed. I think we had 2 shootings.
Here we go.
But they say we got some.
Here we go, man. You gonna have to go through this kind of thoroughly, man, because I think this might be the other side.
Oh no! They're implementing another work platform.
We spoke just moments ago with a student who was in the
how many
class
days,
with the
how many days was
named
this
shooter
from
in this situation.
Tennessee shooting? How many days was this from the inauguration and from the Tennessee shooting? How many days?
No, this is the Tennessee shooting I'm showing you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the Tennessee shooting.
Situation. She says she spoke to him several times and he was part of her class. She didn't see this coming. We spoke to this student with her parent present. We're choosing to withhold her name since she is a minor at this time, but go ahead and listen as she describes the scene.
everything was fine. He was actually in my class. The shooter is in my class at the time. Our lunch starts at 11:05. So the bell rings. Me and my sister are going to lunch like we always do. And again, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. I didn't see people whispering about anything until the fact that we get into the lunch. Again, still nothing seems out of the ordinary. Out of nowhere, I just hear gunshots, and I'm 5 feet away from him. I see the lights and everything. I'm just like, what? And we just all take off running. Me and my sister got split up. I got split up from everybody, and I'm just running, like, didn't look behind me, didn't do anything. Kept running. I went all the way back to my classroom with my teacher, and she has no clue what's going on. I'm like, you need to lock the doors. Like, we need to find some type of safe grounds because, again, this is not safe. They just got to shooting. Not even knowing that it was the boy in my class that got to shooting, just based off of, like, assumptions. I'm just like, somebody got to shooting. I just got to get up out of here.
And she went on to tell us, Andy, that she had a peaceful interaction, a peaceful relationship with the named shooter in this case. What is to be determined now, of course, and officials are working to figure out and piece together is the motivation behind all of this. And that could take some time for us to really paint that entire picture for you. I had a chance just a few moments ago to speak with the Nashville Mayor, Freddie O'Connell, and he shares what he's telling parents at this hour.
I mean, I start the day as a parent myself, in fact, a Metro Schools parent, and I think as soon as I got the call from Chief Drake, it was that moment of how could we be doing this again so soon after we had all endured mass violence at a school just a couple of years ago. And thinking about how I always, that's the first instinct of just shock when the handful of times that I know my daughters have been on lockdown at their respective schools, coming out here and knowing how difficult first it is to go through that experience in the school environment. And then even with all of the resources we have here at the Family Assistance Center, knowing that our focus has to be on support for victims, that the complexity of everything from language access and so forth, and when our top priority is keeping people safe, also thinking through what we do going forward to make sure that remains a top priority.
A very active crime scene behind us, just feet behind me, where the school zone begins here for Antioch High School. All of the vehicles we're told that students and teachers may have driven today, a lot of those are still in place. But police want to comb through the entirety of Antioch High School, piece together exactly how these events unfolded, and try to bring as many answers as they can. We're going to stay with this story and bring you those answers just as soon as we learn. Andy.
All right. Antioch. What does that mean? What is the meaning of Antioch?
We spoke just moments ago with a student who was in the class.
Still unanswered tonight. Who, if anyone, knew about Henderson's plan? The manifesto does mention someone helping him write part of it. And Jared Holt, you just saw there, says extremists in online communities identified him as the shooter before police did. Again, as we've mentioned, the teen shooter left behind a lengthy diary, giving even more insight into his thoughts leading up to the shooting. Now News Channel 5 investigates reporter Levi Ismail went through page by page and tells us what he found.
It's the first 4 words of a more than 288-page diary, but it sets the tone for everything you read after. Those words, quote, "I'm burning with hate." From October of last year to the day he carried out his attack at Antioch High School, 17-year-old Solomon Henderson filled these pages with graphic images, Nazi symbols, and plans to carry out an attack. Henderson obsessed over mass killers around the world and declared that he too intends on doing something to kill at least 10 people. But how does this young man go from active high school student to active shooter?
If we just look at it broadly, a lot of people that have carried out these sort of acts have felt othered.
Lauren Ruth Martin is a licensed therapist with novel counseling in Franklin.
We could go, scientifically for a minute. Our brains aren't fully developed when we're 17. Our brains are actually on fire. And so not a lot makes sense, and decision-making is altered.
Martin says this is not about trying to humanize someone responsible for committing a horrible crime, but understanding how we got here. Henderson, by his own admission, fought with his parents and even wrote in his diary about killing them.
Damn, they're not trying to humanize. Whoa. They're not trying to humanize them. Damn, man. What that tell you, dude? Because it's a black kid. I get it. Let's go. Keep going. It's a black kid. Okay, makes sense.
Them at one point. Struggles with his self-image and resentment over minorities were only amplified once Henderson found community and a sense of belonging with white supremacy groups online.
It's a perfect storm. In online communities, you can also access those in a private way. You get to be the person that you want to project out there online without anybody truly questioning it.
Henderson often wrote things like, quote, "I wish I was white,"
Now, wait a minute.
self-hating
Look
N-word
at the
award.
Masonic sign. You see it?
Damn, okay. That's okay, baby. Okay, baby. And he doing it over his eye. Bam, 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 bam. They be lying, dude. They telling you something, bro. They telling you a lot, man.
Those two with a picture of his eyes.
If we just focus on that idea of being uncomfortable in your own skin, can you imagine how helpless that must feel? Because you literally can't change that.
Another photo appeared to show Henderson in whiteface, but all while this self-hatred is happening, Henderson continues to plan out his attack. He details instructions on how to make bombs and even bought supplies. He then wrote that it made sense to attack during lunch and specifically made note of days when he expected there to be more people of color around. Just days before the shooting.
3 p.m., man.
Damn. Other people of color? What's that supposed to? What is a person of color, bro?
Henderson began to spiral. He wrote, "I'm slipping," and talked about being nervous, scared, and excited at the same time. Henderson posted a final selfie with the caption, "4 hours to go."
I think it's scary for us to acknowledge that given the perfect storm of circumstances, we don't know what we would resort to if we were in that much pain and we had access to such things like guns.
Martin says while there are many nuances on how Henderson became radicalized enough to kill, this...
Did you catch that? Like guns? Okay, is this supposed to be for guns, bro? Okay, it's supposed to be for guns. It's to take away the guns, baby. You already know it. You know what I'm saying? She was so obvious, like guns. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, really bugging out, ain't it, man?
Hella psyop, bro.
This is the funniest shit, ain't it, man? I got to give him credit, though.
Is a man who found connection in hate, and that should never be ignored.
We're not humanizing him, but what we're using is this information to better inform how we can see people, how we can help people, how we can make our communities safer.
Thanks, Levi. So sad and disturbing. Levi also found that at one point, Henderson wrote that police were at his home, found a gun, one he says his dad took the blame for. It's not clear when or if this happened, but we do know Metro Nashville police are investigating the writings and others to learn what they can about the shooter and his motivations.
Can you stop it? What is
now,
there
also tonight, we have learned...
Dead, bro. Isn't he dead? What is it? What are you investigating? He dead. Does that make sense? Or no?
Right.
He dead. What is there to investigate? He dead. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm confused. Man. These operations, baby. You know what I'm saying? BJ.
Hey,
wait, play. You play this video real quick? I got a little video.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I got a couple. A little Zach up or what? Want to pull it up?
Yeah, where it at? You send it to me?
Oh, wait, hold on. Oops. I'm sorry. Let me not do that.
You got it?
Yeah, it's up. You just gotta pull it up.
Oh, okay, I got you. I didn't see it.
Okay, so this has them by date. So
Turn it
apparently
back.
the most recent thing he did was on the 24th.
Take it back to the beginning.
January 23rd was one for the economy,
Say it again?
strengthening
Yeah, take
American
it back to the
leadership
beginning. I
in
didn't see
digital
it.
financial technology.
Yes, it's up right now.
Again, building that digital surveillance state, you guys. Here, just I guess to read the list. Enforcing the Hyde Amendment. Memorandum for the Secretary of State, the Secretary of Defense, the Secretary of Health and Human Services, the Administration of the United States for International Development. Emergency measures to provide water resources in California and improve disaster response in certain areas. Council to assess the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Federal recognition
FEMA,
of
right?
the
Is that
Lumbee
FEMA?
Tribe of North Carolina. And strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. Declassification of records concerning the assassinations of President John F. Kennedy, Senator Robert F. Kennedy, and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now remember, he did that one on 1/23, like conspiracy equals 123, like there's a conspiracy of silence and government cover-up. I'm sure you look into these, they're probably all by the numbers. For the economy that day, he also did President's Council of Advisors on Science and Technology. On that same day, removing barriers to American leadership in artificial intelligence. Good thing he has Larry Ellison. Our government's funding his utopian police state. On the same day, they distract with the assassinations from the 60s, where I'm sure they'll release hardly anything. I'm sure it'll be more lies and deception. Again, that's like a magic trick that got you looking away from what's being done to build the AI surveillance state.
Facts.
Designation of Ansar Allah as a foreign terrorist organization. Interesting.
I never heard of that. Have you ever heard of that?
Must be another CIA asset.
Maybe, but I mean, they got a lot of
Ansar Allah equals
multiple organizations of terrorists.
Of course it does.
That sounds like some bullshit.
Hold on. Let me make sure.
All right, Mikey, how's it looking? What do you see?
Let me make sure. Yeah, it does. 33. Also 183 like Order Out of Chaos. 87 like Muslim. Perfect.
Wow. I should add it up to 33.
DEI, keeping Americans safe in aviation. Ending illegal discrimination and restoring merit-based opportunity. Restoring names that honor American greatness.
But when is it ever been
Designating
about
cartels
marriage?
and other organizations as foreign terrorist organizations and especially designated global terrorists. We should pay extra careful attention on January 20th, day 1, 201st day of the nation's age. Restoring names that honor American greatness. How he brought back Mount McKinley, right? Like the 25th president who got shot. Talk about foreshadowing. Reforming the federal hiring process and restoring merit to government service, ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and preferences. Defending women from gender ideology extremism and restoring biological truth to the federal government, establishing and implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency, America First policy.
Who do you think makes all that gender bullshit? The government pushes all that and pushes those agents out there for that shit. That's crazy. See, Trump and them are full of shit, but let's go.
Directive to the Secretary of State. Don't forget Vivek stepped down on day 1, 201 days from his own upcoming birthday to run for governor in the 47th state, Ohio.
47th state. Who was 40? And he left from 47, President 47 to go to the 47th state.
Back where Trump had his convention in Cleveland in 2016, all foreshadowing his split term like Grover Cleveland. America First policy directive to the Secretary of State, protecting the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. Is that the people in D.C.? Unleashing Alaska's extraordinary resource potential, protecting the American people against invasion. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, global tax deal. Organization of the National Security Council and subcommittees, reevaluating and realigning United States foreign aid. Temporary withdrawal of all areas on the outer continental shelf from offshore wind leasing and review of the federal government's leasing and permitting practices for wind projects. Declaring a national energy emergency. Restoring accountability for career senior executives. Shout out to Chris. Promoting beautiful federal civic architecture. Restoring the death penalty and protecting public safety.
Wow.
Putting people over fish. Stopping radical environmentalism to provide water to Southern California, securing our borders, protecting the meaning and value of American citizenship, realigning the United States Refugee Admissions Program, unleashing American energy, clarifying the military's role in protecting the territorial integrity of the United States, America First trade policy, memorandum to resolve the backlog of security clearances for Executive Office of the President personnel. Wow. Declaring a national emergency at the southern border of the United States, holding former government officials accountable for election interference and improper disclosure of sensitive government information, restoring accountability to policy influencing positions within the federal workforce, withdrawing the United States from the World Health Organization. You got to love how instrumental they were in the scandemic, which was all about 201 and now on the 201st day of the nation's age. Application of Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Application Act to TikTok. Granting pardons and commutation of sentences for certain offenses relating to the events at or near the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021. Wow. Remember, that was 201 days after the Albert Pike statue fell and the Confederate flag flew that day. Like, the day can be written 6/1. Like, the Civil War began in 1861 and Confederate has a gematria of 201. Trump burying his ex-wife 45 years after their marriage on the 201st day of the year. Putting America first in international environmental agreements. Delivering emergency price relief for American families and defeating the cost of living crisis. Hiring freeze. Regulatory freeze pending review. Return to in-person work. Ending the weaponization of the federal government. restoring freedom of speech and ending federal censorship. I don't think my shadow ban.
You know what's funny? Have they started any of that? BJ, you still getting censored, right? We still getting censored?
Yep.
What is you? Don't they sound like some bullshit? It sounds like some bullshit to me. A lot of this shit. It sounds good. It sounds like, oh shit. It sounds like something that's gonna get you hyped up. And I mean, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if he's gonna carry this shit out. You know, he still, barely got in there. But I don't know. We'll see. But it just sounds like a little bit of a hype. I mean,
Google doesn't still deleting everyone's comments, taking away the likes.
Facts. I think they still be facts.
And unsubscribing people. What did this really do? Initial rescissions of harmful executive orders and actions. Flying the flag of the United States at full staff on Inauguration Day.
Wow. He needs an executive order for that. He needs an executive order for that dumb shit. Wow.
State protection against invasion. Yeah. You think these are Trump's 54 ideas, this Jesuit stooge? Probably had John Carroll write it from his grave. Yeah. Isn't it just something else to seeing this day after day? We got the they live glasses on and nobody else wants to put them on, like that scene in the movie. Roddy Piper just can't get his buddy to put the glasses on. But yeah, I wanted to read those for the record so I can laugh at them 54 years from now. Until next time, True Seeker.
Yeah, that was pretty good, man.
Well, yep. But I got to get this thing done so I can get up in the morning. But
word, man, that was good. That was a good show, though, man.
Yeah, we might be back on tomorrow night. We'll see. Dawson, you there? Maybe sleep.
Well, you see that? Did you see that though? 54. That's a significant number too, because that's from that number. That was the movie of the news station in that movie. They Live. It was 54. You know what I'm saying? Studio 54.
Yep. And also 54 is 45.
Right. That's okay.
And also that's the number 9.
Man, they coming with it. BJ. They coming with the raw. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. But go ahead and shout out your information, man.
Yeah, shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can, man, catch me on here. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube. XX Frank Nitty XX, man. On Instagram, the same. And then I got another Instagram, Frank Jones 8115. Y'all likes, comment, subscribe to the channel, man. Share it out. Check me out. Check my content out. I'll be usually going live on Wednesdays, man. So I'm gonna start doing more recorded videos and stuff too. So check me out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shaq, you there?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Glad you there, man. Been interesting, man. Talk about a lot of stuff. So shout out your information, man.
Yeah, you can tap in on Instagram, Shaq Waller on Instagram. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah, on Instagram. I might what's tomorrow, Tuesday. I say I might go live, man. I had to talk about this chemical annihilation shit again. They changed a lot of ingredients. Well, they didn't change the name of it, but it's still the same. You know, same slop. You know. So they changed, like I said, changed the name of the aspartame to something else. Gotta get that name. So was still getting killed and played at the
Cardi
same
became
time, man. Goddamn.
in her but crack. On Monday,
Hey, well, it's good shot. Y'all give me a kingbjmedia.com for the Clown Show Chronicles. At the end, they say you always save the clowns for the end.
with quite the surprise, she got a piercing in her but crack. On Monday, she took to social media platform X to the news, writing, "So
That's what
I
you
got
was
my
talking about
but
earlier?
crack pierced faced with hand over mouth dot."
Bro.
This announcement left many of her fans in disbelief, with some demanding proof of the piercing. One user even wrote, "She better show proof," while another chimed in with, "Photo or it didn't happen." Cardi didn't shy away from the challenge and quickly posted a close-up photo of her accessorized backside, which is also adorned with multiple tattoos. She confidently captioned the image, "Do I lie?" The reactions from her followers were mixed. Some fans were playful, asking, "What's the reason behind it?" Pun intended, while others expressed their shock, saying, "I wasn't even aware this was possible." There were also a few concerned comments regarding Cardi's children. She has a 6-year-old daughter named Culture, a 3-year-old son named Wave, and a baby girl who is around 4 months old, possibly named Blossom or Bloom. These little ones share their mom with her estranged husband, Offset. In her post, Cardi seemed unfazed by the criticism and simply flaunted her new decoration. Interestingly, Cardi isn't alone in her unique body modifications. Lizzo, Cardi's collaborator on the song Rumors, has also dabbled in unconventional piercings. Back in February 2022, Lizzo threw a piercing party for her friends and later shared her excitement about her new body art with a paparazzo in West Hollywood. She humorously remarked, "I have so many piercings right now. I never thought I'd be this girl." When pressed for details, she joked, "You can't see my coochie, I can't show you," highlighting the fun and playful nature of body modifications in their circle. In the same playful spirit, when Lizzo was asked if she'd ever pose for Playboy, she expressed her enthusiasm, saying, "Oh my God, tell Cardi to call me. I love Playboy. Yeah, I'll do it." This highlights a fun connection between the two artists, both known for their bold and creative expressions.
Bro, what the fuck, bro? Yeah, man. Well, yeah, we ain't even.
That's how you end off with the clowns, because me and Chak talked about it earlier. People love pain. No pain, no gain, I guess. But it's crazy as hell.
Man, that shit crazy, man.
It is what it is.
That's just all about attention, bro. That's you know what I'm saying. That's just some bullshit, man. You know what I mean?
She got a 6-year-old kid, a 4-year-old kid, and a 4-month-old kid. So I think it's very, very crazy as hell.
Great example. Great example.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
But hey, it is what it is. Maybe some other young woman will go follow Cardi B, and maybe some will get mad. And some won't care. Hey, it is what it is. But when the guy told me about it, I said, man, I know I must be living in goddamn another time warp or something, but shit to go down like this. I had done some shots in base.
BJ.
It's clown show. It was the last part of the show. So I just said the clown, gets the end. You don't want to put the clown in the beginning. You put the clown at the end.
At the end, okay.
And put a nose on him.
You look crazy, man.
Yeah, it's Share Speaks 21 on Instagram. Well, they got me blocked on that too.
Oh, what? They got you blocked on there? Oh,
yeah, I can't do my live and all. I can't do none of that.
Yeah,
boy, they hate you.
You know what? It's funny she said that because, as Doc Boss was saying earlier, I'm live, but it wasn't showing I'm live. So, right.
Oh wow.
Oh man, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Hey, I'm here. I mean, it's just that. Hey, look.
Well, at least your sound stayed on a little bit.
Yeah, at least it sound good.
Hey, look. I mean, like I told the guy, I can't worry about that. Hey, look. Y'all let the clowns like Cardi B do this stuff. Just let me have some fun.
That bro crazy. Man.
Oh, by the way, Dawes, I wanted to ask you a question since earlier I knew I've been out or whatever, but the we was asking a question since Mr. Shop was talking about his boycott and they asked a question: how many black-owned business you got in the neighborhood where you ain't got to drive to? Within walking distance.
Yep.
And I was asking, how many do you have?
Where's BJ?
I said that since Mr. Shopton was talking about a boycott and buying from Costco and the companies.
Oh, this man here.
I said, well, you know, that might not have been a bad thing, but if he was going to do that, he needed to do it toward black-owned business, not a retailer like Costco, right? But I asked the question to Frank.
Payroll.
I asked the question to Frank. I said, how many black-owned business you got in your neighborhood that you don't have to drive to? He said he didn't have one. Chak said he don't have one around him. So I asked you, how many black-owned business you got in your neighborhood where you can walk to?
About the same. Okay.
So what I was saying, when I go to AJ's shop or any in the restaurants that I used to live in, you know, probably about like I still have to drive 10 to 15 minutes. Like I mean, really, TJ, I could do a shop. I can go to Starbucks right down the street if I want to, but why would I do that? I can go, you know. So I'm saying, you got a barber shop down the street. I went to stop my cousin's salon yesterday, but what I'm saying is that to be honest with you, you're supposed to used to be everything used to be bad. I used to go to wood shop around when I grew up on Midlothian and things like that. Now you realize you don't have those things, or if you move, it takes longer to get there. If you still want to go there, or you can just go to the regular. You can go to Costco, like shop to do it. You want to, or the same, whatever you want to do, right? That's on you. But I'm saying to talk about a boycott, we was going to buy it because I said, well, look, you know what you can do if you want to really invest that money. Why don't you just go to some black-owned business? You was in Harlem, so
right?
Out there. Let's not be fools, right? Even though y'all don't already gentrify Harlem, like I've been there in the last couple of years, I know how it is. Still got the Apollo there, but you know it is what it is. But what I'm saying, community investment starts on. That's what I said. Like Tommy Hilfiger. I mean, now the guy said it, they didn't say it. Maybe they said it, whatever. But if they're saying he said that he don't want you buying his clothes or whatever, then don't do it. It's very simple. You ain't got to tell me twice. Okay, fine. Right. I don't have to have Tommy Hilfiger. Matter of fact, I ain't never wore this shit. But if I did, it was young. I don't even remember, right? All right. It said Timberland, you know, work boot, whatever, right? Who said you got to wear that shit? You know. Who said that next Black History Month coming up, as they say? What if I came out and said from this day forward, my Black history is 365 days a year. Can you stop me? No. I'm just asking, like, what is all this dumb shit? Right. I'm just saying, what's all this dumb shit? Right? I hate to tell you, I don't really want to refer to a movie like The Lion King, but they asked Simba, and he was looking for answers. I mean, I hate to say it. I mean, they did say he lives in you. That's what they said. I mean, so
is it a such thing as systemic racism?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Do y'all believe in systemic racism in the United States over?
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Tim Scott said Tim Scott that says no such thing. I just sent you the link.
Oh boy,
There's
you
no
talking about
such
the
thing.
funny looking dude, the funny looking black,
Yeah.
the funny looking dude.
Right.
Who said that?
That old grimace from McDonald's looking ass nigga, right?
Tim Scott.
Mm-hmm.
He's on
Phil
the View.
Scott.
I sent you the link. I sent you the link, and you can pull it up if you want to.
You said
And,
Phil Scott or
Tim
Tim
Scott.
Scott.
Wow.
Tim Scott? Oh yeah.
But then Trump didn't pick him. That's funny though. It's so funny.
Wait.
I wonder why. Because he be talking that bullshit. He don't be talking the talk, and he don't be walking that walk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, look.
Let me see this. I'm gonna look at that, dude.
Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest, right?
I'm gonna look at that.
Like I said,
I don't know why motherfuckers play that stupid game. The United States of America created the social construct what we now know is race.
Race, anyway.
Point blank, period. Census purpose. They legislate for the census purpose, but that's race. You created a race category.
We gotta have to boil down on this thing with this thing a little bit. Since it said Black History Month is coming up, so you might want to boil it down to it, right? Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I mean, hey, look, if I want to say, like I said, Shaq earlier, if I want to say Black History Month all year, tomorrow, can you stop me? No. Like I said, the answer's always within yourself. So
that's true.
Just want to be honest, right? So
that's just gonna be hella symbolic too.
Yeah,
that's gonna be hella symbolic. Black History Month. What cat's gonna get nothing? What? Okay, the shortest month in the year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the goal with that? Oh, just.
But you know what though, Frank? You know what though?
Yeah.
You know what though? I used to think about that, and I was like, hold on. That's really only 28 days in a month. You know that, right? In the moon cycle, 28 days. So when did they get these other 3 days at 30, what's 29th, the 30th, 31st? You know it's only 28 days in the moon cycle, moon phase.
Got a point, brother.
So they just added extra days, you know. Then it's still a leap year. Damn.
Well,
pretty amazing, huh?
Tim
As
Scott
the
really
white
said
guys
that.
say, let it be light. It be light, huh? He said, let it be dark. It be dark. As the white guys say. Huh?
Yeah, that dude is corny for saying that though. That dude is corny, man. You know what I'm
Tim
saying?
Scott,
Yeah, that's corny, bro. Just like what Kamala had said it, Joe Biden said, a couple people said that same little line. You know what I'm saying? But but that girl was me. I had to get bust. Guess who that girl was? It was me. So if if that was the case, if there was no racism, why'd you have to get busted? Yeah, interesting, huh?
Well, like I said, man, you just have to. The answer always within us, yourself. So there's no need to like really get, too worked up. When you realize the answer is you can figure it out. But hey, that's why they always tell you, think for yourself and be yourself. You can unlock some powers. However, the last couple of months and years, we've been driven by, well, not us per se, but people have been driven by fear. Fear got consequences. But hey, that's why they told you, call on Jesus. He gonna come. But you keep on waiting, you will be dead anyway. So better rely on yourself. Stop relying on everything else. Because at the end of the day, we already got and we already need. And look, remember this. Pimping is easy. And suckers are still born every minute. As a matter of fact, I mean every second, my fault. They were every minute back in the day, but not every second. So that's okay. But guess what? I already told you. I ain't gonna be no sucker because I ain't donating the Richmond Water Fund. And guess what? Just keep it going. And by the way, for that love offering on y'all Sundays, donate to each other. Don't give it to the church. Hey, look, you do. Hey, look. At least you know it's going to somebody more worthwhile, I guess.
Somebody a more superior being or something. That's what I get out of that. You know what I'm saying? When the black people do that, you showing us that you feel that they're more superior. That's how I take it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and we don't have any sense of economics. We just have consumerism. We just buy all the motherfucking time. So we buy so damn much. We don't even know how to be on the receiving end. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, you can do it the way I suggest, or you can go ride Clifford Dollar's private jet. Doesn't matter to me, brother. What?
$7 million jet?
Yeah, man.
That's black people. You know what? Black people got him that jet. Black people got him that jet. That was black people that got him that jet. But see, we can't do. That lets you know there's no excuse. That lets you know we can build community centers, and job placement centers, and trade centers if we wanted to.
No, it told you what I told you when I was in the middle of the show. I said pimping is easy. He got a jet. He now the whole.
I'm telling you that right there, doing all that Christianity stuff, that's just a crutch for you not to do what you got to do. That's all it is. Okay, I didn't do what I have to do, but God, it's all about God. So God got me, so I'm good. Shaq, look.
Hey, look.
I talked about doing it, so I did it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying this to be,
No, you're right though, man.
But like I said, thank you, Cal, once again. Thanks for being in chat tonight, and thanks for sticking out with me for 5 out of 12 hours in the cold. So thanks for picking me up. He even joined the show tonight, so he must have been out there. He must have been thinking about me. That's what I'm talking about. Shoot. And by the way, Cal, I didn't call on Jesus. I called on you to help me. That's right. And I thought about it after that thing happened. You know what? It wasn't too bad after all. You just had to persevere and just wait it out. But it's funny, the night before we were talking, I said, hey, I be out of the move and people don't know where I've been, things happening. Boom. The next day, it happened. Oh my goodness. But I didn't panic. I had put my head together. I said, you know what? You can get home and you can get this car back. You're going to get this tire fixed in less than a day. So that's what I did. It is what it is. Don't want it to happen again. So I got to take some more. I got to buy me another spare. Oh, yeah, probably a real spare. Not this damn donut shit. They like yeah, just be smart. Remember, we are nothing. Well, some people do have stuff to fear. I can't lie. I mean, people fearful. I mean, I get it somewhat, but fear only means false evidence appearing real. So it is what it is. Don't let the food scare you with the bird flu. I mean, the bird you. Yeah. Don't let them scare you. I mean, hey, look. It is what it is. And as a matter of fact, who the hell say you got to buy them $7 eggs anyway, whatever the hell they get, whatever the damn price is? Who said that?
You know what I did? I just bought the egg whites. They had like a little thing of egg whites for $5, a little tall crate, little a pint of that shit. A quarter of that motherfucker. I was like, fuck it, let me get this shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit lasts me for a minute. I'm like, I might as well just get the egg whites. So I get in the you know what I mean? Why get
improvise?
I'm like, fuck that.
Improvise.
You know what I mean? And plus, the whites, I don't even eat the damn yolk anyway. You know, so why you
improvise?
Yeah, these motherfuckers.
The game. Hey.
But you're right though. Right after that, what's the name? That bird flu convention. See, they're having a convention. Let's you know they plotting. They having a damn convention on the shit anyway before it even happened. But anyway, so they had like you said, around that time of the convention. That's when I started to see the prices go up, bro. Out here, they went up out here first, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything go up here first. The gas, the eggs, you know, the bullshit, you know, the fires. You know what I'm saying? Telling you.
Right.
The home. You know what I'm telling you.
Well, remember. In closing, pimping is easy, and hey, look, in closing, pimping is easy, and don't be the John.
There you go. There you go.
Take your time.
All right, y'all, man. Salute. Word up.